Howdy, Ags. As you know, it is prospecting season. I've been panning for gold, and I have found a lot of nuggets for you tonight. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of great news for the Aggies coming up today. A lot of Kool-Aid type material tonight. I'm going to jump right into it. Biggest news of the day, Raymond Cottrell flips from Georgia to your Aggies today. That's a 4-star wide receiver. Let me pull up his film for you. I want you to see this while we talk about him. He is a nice addition. Watch this guy work. Now he's rated .93 per 247. He's a 6'2", 210-pound wide receiver. Number 24 in his position. Like I said, we flipped him from Georgia. He's coming out of Florida, so we just kind of pluck him right up out of there. Look at him go up. You see this guy go up? That's probably his biggest strength that I see. He's almost like a true number one, you might say, body-wise type that he offers. He's very good with his body control as well, as you saw him turn around for that catch. He's a top 50 recruit in the nation, and much faster than he looks. He knows how to work in space really well and fill out the gaps, as you see him do right here, and you'll see him do a number of times. So this is a huge get for us right now. Wide receiver, huge area of need. Jimbo goes out again and addresses it. We had the same issue last year. We needed big wide receivers, and we need it again this year. We're real thin at the position. Hopefully getting some better news later on that front, though. But this is a huge get. I can't understate this because we are so thin with all the departures. Many departures. I am going to recap all those for you so you can understand, again, what a big deal this is. But remember, we just added T's in the 2023 class and Platt, and that was it. That was it. So this guy is a big addition to this 2023 class. I can't be happier than to get this guy right now. So that big deal, very big deal. Other news that's coming up right now too about this 2023 class. There are some transfers, but I want to show you what's going on at the Under Armour All-American game. Watch this. You know who this is, right? This is David Hicks. I need to show you the highlight reels for this guy. I got 3 or 4 of them for you. Just sit back and relax and just watch this guy work. Push, pull, attack. My goodness. Let's watch it one more time. This guy is just a beast. So we just added this guy to the 2023 class. Let's look at it from another angle. This man, did he just club him? Did he just club him? He did. I mean, he's very reminiscent of Clubber Lane. Top 5 movie for me, I think. One more time for you. Just in awe, just watching in awe. You don't need to say much when you watch this guy. He is something else. And we got a bunch more behind him just like that. And I'm not finished you kind of showing this body of work that he's got. Let's find what else is next for this guy. He is just, watch this. Similar type issue. He's just clubbing this guy. Doesn't even know what to think about it and attacks the quarterback. Somebody say a prayer for whoever that is playing quarterback when this guy gets in there. Look at the leadership that he's going, giving to this team as well. I got one more for you, but listen to the man speak while you're at it. Here we go.
I'm David Hicks Jr. I'm going to A&M. I play defensive line. All I did was I clubbed him, and I knew once I club you, you're going to get off balance. So all I had to do was just go straight to poop and power. So I clubbed him, went straight to my long arm, and then I just decided to go finish him, put 2 hands in, and put him on the quarterback. That's all it is. It's David Hicks. We tuning out, bro. It's fine.
Have mercy. Have mercy. That's a good one right there. I can't wait to see that guy on the field. Stacking him up between the other guys that have been back there. Really making a push. Let me tell you what Raymond Cottrell means right now. David Hicks, along with the others, we're sitting at number 12 in the nation. Just under .92 overall class rating. Like I said, number 12, just right outside that. If you re-ranked them by average recruit ranking, we'd be, I think, 7 or somewhere in that neighborhood, right? But we're 12 right now because we don't have that many. 2 5 stars, 11 4 stars, I think 6 3 stars. And what this all kind of is shaping up for is it means there's a top 10 class in the making. There might be some more smoke coming. Watching some things, seeing how things shape up. This has been done, I've heard, for about a week or two, something like that, maybe since actually early signing day, but it's just now coming out right now. So we might get one of my Christmas wish list items, which is a top 10 class, and we're really staring it down in the face. We done put it on notice, I think, with this edition, and thank goodness it came in the area that it did. We just pulled in a transfer as well. And this is vital because we got another piece of really big news coming your way here in just a second. But this is Sam McCall, guy that just transferred from Florida State, DB. And when you watch this guy work, and you'll see him again on both sides of the ball here, which is becoming a staple when we get guys, he's like white on rice. I mean, it's nice to see him in the wide receiver role. He looks to play cornerback for us, though. Wish we could get a little bit more film of him, but this is about as much as available. And you see him just work with it. He's got really good ball handling stuff. This guy can do a real good job covering. Essentially, what this works out to be is this. So we lost Killebrew, we lost Smoke Bowie, and what this guy does is really just replaces Smoke. We don't necessarily need this guy to come in and be a starter day one. We're not quite that thin, but the depth is something that we needed. He replaces Smoke right off the bat. So we're kind of a 1-for-1 loss there. We haven't replaced Denver. Tony Grimes, well, it's not from the same class, but essentially replaces Killebrew. Denver, again, like I said, he's not quite replaceable just as it is yet. He played really well. Of course, there was a lot of other things that came along with needing to replace that. Great, we did it. That's what we added. It's kind of a wash. It at least balances out for us, which is really good news because we were getting very, very, very thin at that position as well. Here's the big piece of news before I give you my portal grades. The big piece of news right now is Damani's coming back. Damani's coming back for a senior year. This is almost as big news as any recruit committing right now. So we're going to get a senior coming back. He's, in my opinion, he's pulling a Jaden Peavy here. You saw probably what happened when he came back after 2020, took that COVID year. Damani's going to do the same. I can't understate how important this is to have this leadership in the locker room, something we missed all last year, to have a veteran guy and an experienced guy and a culture builder, a positive contributor, a guy who's got his head screwed on right. So big deal, big deal. That works out, and this trying to paint this picture for you how big a deal this is too. He will make it. Make sure I'm correct. We're going to lose Jalen and Antonio on defense, so he's going to make 9 out of 11 starters returning on defense. 9 out of 11 on offense. We're still waiting to hear a little bit back who we lose last year, right? We lost a chain. And other than that, we've got Connor coming back, all 5 linemen. We've got the same tight end, Donovan. Basically 3 wide receivers. The big question is whether or not Anais is coming back. He has not declared yet. Damani may be a precursor to him committing to stay next season as well. Got injured last season. How's he grading out for the draft? It sounds like it would probably be in his best interest. I'm expecting him actually to return. But one can only know if you're in his camp right now and how he's grading out NFL-wise. So huge news, big news. Now, let me take you through the portal stuff real quick and let you remind everybody what's happened here. Now, we've lost a number of guys, and we've done some work ourselves. So what happened, I've already taken you through Killebrew. We lost Smoke. We lost Denver. We talked about those. LJ and PJ, we both lost each one of them. They're going to SMU. Stowers to New Mexico State. Judy recently to Nebraska. Most of these are at least committed. It's not official yet, but not expecting any of these guys to return. Like I said, Judy to Nebraska. Toon Meese to Michigan State. Haynes, White, and Chase Lane looks to all be done deals to Georgia Tech. So lost a bunch of those dudes. Some we're hoping to still get back. Remember a name I've given you, Anthony Lucas, part of that mix-up with Denver and PJ and some of the other folks, right? Interesting kind of side information and kind of read up on a little bit was his reaction while he was getting caught up in some of these things. I'm told the attitude, what I read, the attitude was one of like, you might call it embarrassment or something. The point being is that when that kind of thing happens, do you take ownership or not? Does it affect you or not? Were you cold-hearted in the situation? Were you not? And he seems to maybe have been one that was like, this was not the right thing to have been doing. And that shows hope for the future. So he's not in the portal yet. Hopefully he'll stay out and won't get in there. I'd love to develop that guy. Okay, so the guys that went into a portal, I'm not so much taking those for my portal grade. I'm kind of basing my portal grade on what we could control, what we could go get. So remember, we got Tony Grimes, cornerback. We just brought in McCall, right? So big gets right there. I think right now I want to I would have liked to have seen one more area addressed. Right now, I was kind of sitting at a B- before McCall came on. Tony Grimes was a good pickup. I was like C+, B-. Not that it was a bad pickup. It's just that we had lots of areas of need. Cornerback, wide receiver, and linebacker. So we pick up Grimes, and now we've picked up McCall. And those were two really nice areas. So I'm kind of feeling B-ish, B, maybe being generous with a B+. If we had picked up a nice linebacker in the portal, I'd feel like we had a grade of an A for sure. But I'll settle with the B for now. We've definitely addressed some needs. And hey, we really hit the linebackers hard in the 2023 class. So nice to see we just added a wide receiver as well. Man, things are really shaping up right now. I want to show you one more thing before we get out of here. Check out the production. So this was last year. 2022 college football returning production rankings. Bowling Green, 92%. BYU, 85%. South Florida. Okay, a lot of these, you kind of expect same thing from like Stanford. Top end schools in this area happen usually year over year. Okay, get down there a little bit further though. At 80%, you do see TCU. Can y'all see TCU? Let me bring TCU into this. Texas Christian, 80%. All right. They're in the finals. We talked about this a lot. You know that I'm living in a Horned Frog house, and I've followed this school quite a bit as well. A lot of seniors on this team. A lot of returning production on this team. Here we see it documented. Now, if we return 10 starters on offense, assuming Anais comes back, and we have 9 on defense, we'll have essentially 19 out of 22. And last time I checked on the math, I think that comes out somewhere around 86%. That would put us top 2 right above BYU here. That last year it was like 61% for reference as well. We're in here somewhere, but it's way down, way down. Makes sense, some of the production. You see how some of the success was going on. Look at Kansas in there, by the way. You see Kansas in there that had the best year they've had in quite a long time. Okay, 82% returning production. So it doesn't always work out perfectly like that, but when you got a combination of coaching, talent, and experience working, if you can definitely couple that also with leadership, you've got a nice mixture. So really excited about all these additions today. A lot of stuff. I'm going to go celebrate. You should do the same. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks and gig 'em.